sure he could find that reliably. And in places that we could go. That's a big part of it too. Oh, so that's where you're taking up your post. Okay. Angelica, are you going to be the Are you... We already have one, you know. I have to tell you, I'm impressed. I was expecting this beauty of a ship to be on the feisty side, but she's really just a real sweet girl. Haha, cutting through the clouds like this feels wonderful. I could get used to it. Wow, I can't believe how quickly you've gotten the hang of it, Angie. Neither can I. But I think it's obvious who's more qualified to sit here between the two of us. Job's all yours now. No. Why, thank you. I hereby accept the positions of Chief Helmsman and the nonsense second in command. She really is amazing. No, I don't want to kick Alan out of his position. They can switch off. No. Aw, Alan. I feel more bad for Alan than anything right now. There's no one out there who can tame a vehicle as fast as Angie. We're not going to have to worry about a thing with her around. Moving right along, the good news is that we're able to liberate Rower. I don't think any of us could have predicted how much the war situation would change in the process. Marquis Ragnar's provincial army's withdrawal from the conflict have a profound effect going forward. Losing one of their key members is bound to be a painful loss to the Alliance. For one thing, it should make things easier for Lieutenant General Vander in the 3rd Armored Division. Their greatest concern before now was the Nordia Provincial Army, after all. So the Alliance's overwhelming supremacy is finally starting to sway. Only in East Erebonia, though. They still come out on top in the West. Right. Prince Oliver said as much, too. General Le Guin and Brigadier General Bardius are out there claiming one victory after another. Then there's your brother, Eustace. He's a brilliant leader, as it shows. I see. Be that as it may, all we can do is focus our efforts on the Eastern Front for now. That's what you're entrusted with, and fretting over things we can't change won't do us any good, right? That's putting into perspective, yeah. Got our hands full over here as it is, so let's make every moment count. Time to get back to gathering all the info we can. Speaking of, mind giving us an update on the situation with Val's weaponry? Alright, how could we forget? Professor Smith agreed to cooperate with us, didn't he? Cooperate is a strong word, Elisa. He only cares about what interests him. And it ends up benefiting us as purely secondary. And remember, he's only going to help if we happen to find enough Zemurian ore to make the weapon. How we're going to get stuff that rare is beyond me, though. Said that Val himself is made of that ore, did you not? He could go without an armor. You wouldn't happen to have any ideas, would you, Emma? I'm afraid the Hexen clan knows very little concerning the creation of the Divine Knights. Some legends passed down through the clan say they were made during the time of the Great Collapse. Specifically, they're forged by artisans who call themselves gnomes. That's an interesting name. I know the term from old stories like anyone else, but I had no idea of a band of artisans by that name existed. Supposedly, they once worked closely with the clan's ancestors. But somewhere down the line, the witches and the gnomes ended up parting ways. I couldn't tell you exactly when. How curious. Did I No, I don't think I accidentally skipped one. That was a bit weird though. Maybe so, but none of that's going to help us find any ore. Our chances of finding enough were pretty slim to begin with. I know we can get enough, but only if you're willing to overcome some very difficult trials to obtain it. Huh? You do? Really? What do I have to gain by lying? You're aware of those strange ruins scattered all over the country, right? Yeah. We've dealt with all of them already, right? At least all the ones I came across. Oh yeah. Where the higher elements were active. Those are the ones. They're called spirit shrines. They were built on top of septium veins long ago by gnomes to encourage the formation of massive Zemurian ore crystals. Those crystals were in turn used to create the Divine Knights. So if there's any place in Erebonia to start looking for the vast amount you need, it's there. I had no idea. Why didn't you tell us about this before now? Am I supposed to be a mind reader? It wasn't exactly relevant until now, so why bring it up? I need to bite our heads off. Hey, she told us now, right? All we gotta do is go to one of those shrines and we'll be rolling in ore. Let's hope so. Got a lot on our plate checking up on the country, but exploring shrines been our best lead yet. No matter how difficult it might be, a little thing like a trial isn't gonna scare us away, right? Right. We already fought through those. They were all cut off at the end at the same place, so maybe there's more trials. With the discussion coming to an end, the destination had been decided. Before departing, however, Class 7 thought it best to check if there were any new requests from Prince Oliver. The timing turned out to be quite apt, as he recently sent several their way. Oh, none of these are required either, so that means... do the trials? That's the next thing I need to focus... I guess. Here's the deal. An airliner got hijacked mid-trip and went missing, but we managed to track it down to the Isengard range. Right now, the hostages are still inside, so we're going to rescue them. It's going to be tough, given the hijackers are armed, but that's where you and the nonsense come in. Toe can give you the specifics on how to reach us, but we'll be waiting in the Isengard range. See you there. Line and Hippo. Those names sound familiar. Dearest ladies and gentlemen, I've taken the liberty of calling you upon a request of my own. Lubog. I left a letter in the location indicated by the Blue Cross. I think you'll find it well with your while to read it. Of course. Imagine Eustace Alberea weeping for the safety of his province's people as they're chased through the streets by a ravaging monster. Surely you would not let such a dire scene come to pass, would you? The battle is set in the North Cruisin Highway. Okay. This one's from Klein. I'm happy to see that Hibble's with him too. Not so happy about the airliner going missing though. Doesn't seem like something we can afford to ignore, dangerous as it sounds. But look at this one. Phantom Thief B. What's this letter? What's this about reading a letter? As if we have time to be concerning ourselves with this pathetic antics. I know what you mean really, but ignoring it might be even worse. Yep, we've really got our work cut out for us. Hey Reen, I want to help look out for everyone. Let me come with you, okay? Sure. Of course, V, you're always welcome. I sort of wanted to put you back in my party anyways. I think Celine and I should come with you when you're exploring the shrine, too. I was about to say the same thing. Make sure you're ready before you go. I wasn't kidding to say the trials were difficult. Okay. It's temporarily not possible to remove Fee from the party. What about Emma? Okay, that's fine. Wait, is that... Huh. A letter. How did you get on here? Oh, right. It's probably from Phantom Thief B. This must have been what he meant by the where the blue cross indicates. Makes sense. Infirmary. We took the letter, confirming the sender was exactly who we thought it was, and it was. Yep, this is him, alright. What should I do? Honestly, I'm half tempted to just cram in my pocket and keep going about my day. Why not? No, I think I should read it. What if it's about a crime he's already committed? I hate to just be sitting on this until later, only to find out when I read it that it's too late to undo any harm he's done. Reen opened the letter and popped out the card. Shocking.
To my dear friends in Class 7, I've taken the liberty of preparing an enjoyable diversion to spice up your mundane day-to-day lives a little.
Well, look at that. I'm already regretting opening this thing. I continue to watch your radiance from afar, ever dazzled by its brilliance. The radiance is no doubt the fruit of your bonds you share with one another, bonds which today I wish to test. I wish to see how you act when the seeds of distrust and discord are sown among you. I shall be watching from close by. To witness so rare and priceless an occasion, I will be stealing from you.
I hope you will enjoy
classmates.
this little experiment. I know I certainly will.
Steal one of our classmates? What? Class 7 classmates, or? Damn, I have to tell the others about this. There's not a moment to... Wait.
Now, let the game begin. Dance for me a beautiful dance, each step replete with uncertainty.
Oh, fuck. You really? That's him. Can't believe he was able to access the ship's intercom system. Even the lights. Okay, who's gone? Is it gonna be the person I have the highest link with? Oh, well, they're back now. To hurry and check on the others. Everyone seems like they're still here. Maybe I missed someone. Anyway, that's why I asked you all to come here, but... everyone seems to be present and accounted for, at least to me. Perhaps that whole business about him stealing one of us was a lie? Maybe it wasn't a person classmate? I don't think it would be Crow. I don't know, he doesn't seem like the type to go through all this effort and not follow through. You think he's already stolen a member of Class 7 and assumed their identity? That would be weird. No way. It's totally gotta be Fee. Fee, you look just like him. Even if he did, he's a true master of disguise. Everyone looks the same as ever to me. I don't know if this is related to the current situation, but after the lights came back on, I found this card in the Opal factory area downstairs. It's one of Beast's calling cards. Can I have a look at it? George handed it and he read it aloud. The theft has been conducted successfully. I am now among your number. Is this gonna be... Oh, okay, so this is gonna be like... Oh, what's that game called? Murder? Mafia. Maybe. Something like... Oh, that would be... Oh, this sounds fun. This sounds fun. So Angelica was right then. Wait, there's more. Having established that, allow me to lay down the rules for our little game. Green Swarzo, you shall take up the mantle of detective. Yes, it is. It's Mafia. He's having us play Mafia. Your mysteries discover whom among you I've replaced. To make things a little more interesting, I will allow Sophie to aid you as your assistant. Sophie. Me? Okay. You know, Mafia, you're not supposed to say who the detective is, or the detectives are. The detectives. You know what? Maybe it is Fee. What a twisted man. It's all just some game to him. Naturally, I have not taken the place of the detective or assistant. You say that. And not of your tutor, either. I have assumed the identity of another of Class 7's members. I look forward to your struggles to discover which one is to your success. So, we're all potential suspects then. I forgot that Fee's last name was Sophie. I hear it so little. I hear so little of their names. The last names. I know Reinford. Eustace I only know because his family. I have no idea what you... Okay, down the line. Lisa I know. Fee I know now. Laura... I should know, but I'm not thinking of it at the moment. Elliot. Craig, because Craig the Red. Machias. Nope, don't know. Guys, Warzel, maybe, I think. Eustace, I know because of his family. Emma. You know, for some reason, for Emma, I want to say Valentine, but no. I don't remember names well. I just don't. I sure hope he didn't choose Emma. I sure hope he didn't choose Emma. Well, if we exclude Ree, Fiend, and Instructor Sarah, that leaves 8 people that could be him. Well, if we exclude Toa, and Angelica, and Alphen, and George, and Instructor Thomas. Haha, starting to sound kind of fun. As long as you're not suspecting me, that wouldn't be much fun. Before we begin, however, I'd like to set forth 2 rules, in the interest of a fair and enjoyable game, of course. Rule 1, questions must concern events that happen after you went your separate ways from the bridge. The bridge. Oh, from the nonsense bridge. For some reason I was thinking like a bridge over water. Inquiring about things that happened before then, or about personal information that I cannot possibly know is strictly forbidden. Well, that would be the easiest way to figure out, wouldn't it? Rule 2. You may not consult with anyone outside of the class. That includes the Purple Lightning. Should you violate either of these rules, I can offer no guarantees of the safety of your missing member. I'd assume that by now, you know me well enough to realize this is no idle jest. Well, that's everything. He sure can fit a lot on these cards. this random guess in the dark. Who hasn't talked yet? One of the guys has talked. Zeus has talked? So, don't say anything that might break the second rule. Yeah, for their sake, I think it'd be best for us to just keep our mouths shut and let them figure this out for now. Indeed. I can't risk putting whoever he's taken in hostage in danger. I guess I'm in the off-limits camp, too. Can't say I'm real thrilled to think about that the creep is sitting right here among us. Indeed. Especially when we can't even help Class 7 identify him. Just leave this to us. We'll get him. Okay. For now, I think it'd be best for us all to leave the room then. We'll be sure to tell everyone on board to stay away from this room too. Good luck, everyone. You know, Phantom Thief's this good at infiltrating shit. He could have just came in and assassinated all of us by this point. All right, we're finally ready to get this started. Now we just need to decide how we're going to work this out. First rule is gonna be a pain. One where we can only ask questions about things that happen after we split up after being on the bridge. Yeah, I mean, if it wasn't for that, this would be fairly simple. True, I doubt he'd know what he had for dinner yesterday, for example, but all of us would. Which means that the rule exists so he has plenty of time to savor the enjoyment before we work out the answer. Give me a break. Fuck, I didn't go talk to everyone. Fuck, I could have done that. Okay. And I didn't do any other quests, so that might simplify this? So, which of us is he pretending to be then? Haha, I don't really like having to doubt I really don't like having to doubt each other like this. He did say his intention was to test our bonds. I suppose this is one way to do that. You work something out yet, Reen? I wish. So far I've got nothing. How about you? Same here. Maybe we should give everyone, like, a pat down? Wait, what? I guess that's not technically in violation of any of the rules. I see no harm in doing so. And the fact that we have both Fee and Reen here means we could have Fee do the girls and Reen do the guys. As awkward as that would be. But... okay, Fee, if you feel any dick down there, let me know. Let me know. Don't worry. I'll handle the girls, Reen can do the boys. Well, I suppose that's fine then. You seem strangely... You know, Alvin would love to be here at the moment. But you know what? Phantom Thief B does have a dick, so I don't think I need to check that part. Seems strangely reluctant. I thought so. You're him, aren't you? Of course, those two are questioning each other. What do you mean you thought so? If you ask me, you're the one most likely to be the rat. Although, frankly, I find it hard to believe that any imitation could capture the sheer arrogance that seeps from your every pore. Take it back. Finally, I find it equally ludicrous to think any imposter could duplicate your ability to overreact to the slightest provocation. Well, it looks like these two are the same as ever. I think we're letting yourselves get a bit sidetracked, though. Yeah, let's just get on with the pat-downs. They of them split up, and they did the pat-downs. Well, that didn't get us anywhere. None of the girls have dicks, none of the guys have dicks. Wait, no, the guys definitely did have dicks. What should we do next? Maybe ask everyone what they did after we split up earlier? That's probably the best place to start. That way, we can piece together the day's events and see if any testimony standout is odd, so let's see. Just go down the line. So, Elliot, can you tell us what you've been up to? Well, I went down to the factory area with Machias because we wanted to make a few tweaks to our weapons. After that, Machias was still taking care of some stuff, but I hopped on the elevator and left. I headed to the arts training room to see how the modifications went, and well, that's basically it. Right, so you went to the factory, got some weapon adjustments, and went to test out your stuff. And Machias was with you initially, so he didn't need to be able to verify the first part happened. Gotcha. Thanks, Elliot. Alright, let's ask someone else then. Down the line. How about it, Machias? Can you tell us what you've been doing? course. First, I stopped by the factory area in the hold with Elliot to have some adjustments to made to our weapons. Elliot finished up first and left, and I stuck around waiting for my shotgun. About half an hour later, I finally left the hold as well and dropped by the game room, where I ran into none other than Eustace. When we even ended up playing a fairly civil game of billiards too. We were still playing when all this trouble happened. So we started a friendly game of billiards just like that. Oh, you're such good friends. We are not. We are not. Anyways, thanks for giving us your account, Makis. Alright, let's just ask someone else then. You know what, I'm gonna go by... Oh, actually, it's an order of people mentioning other people. Okay. Can you tell us about what you've been up to, Eustace? Certainly. First, I went to the close combat training room where I sparred for a while with guys. Yeah, okay, guess guys is next to talk about. After practicing for a while, we parted ways, after which I went to the game room. Sat for roughly 30 minutes before Regnitz wandered... Regnitz is his last name. Okay. Wandered in to break my peaceful reverie. He was being his usual noisy self, so I figured I'd shut him up by besting him at a game of billiards. You have to go and make yourself sound superior, don't you? Well, take it easy there, guys. Seems to add up with Maki's testimony. Yep, thanks, Eustace. Alright, let's ask someone else then. And guys was the one mentioned. Okay. Can you tell us what you're up to, guys? Yeah, first I swung by the close combat training room where Eustace and I went a couple rounds. Eventually, both left the room and headed to the elevator together. I was first to get off at the 3rd floor. From the elevator, I headed straight to the front deck to enjoy the feeling of breeze in my hair. So you trained with Eustace and went out the front deck. Thanks for your testimony, guys. Alright, let's ask someone else then. That didn't connect to anyone, so that's certainly suspicious. What were you up to during that time, Melissa? Well, I was hanging around with Milliam for a while. We were sitting and talking at one of those tables in the 3rd floor hall. After a while, she remembered she had something to do and just left. I stayed there. Pretty soon after that, Princess Alphen passed by and invited me to the royal room. That's it, I think. Which is correct, because I remember looking at the map earlier and they were both in the same room. So you were with the princess? Thanks, Elisa. That was a big help. Alright, let's ask someone else then. Let's go to Milliam, person that was mentioned. So Milliam, can you tell us what you were up to during that time in question? Sure. First I was hanging out with Elisa at one of the tables in the 3rd floor hallway. We were just sitting around talking though. But then I remembered my bear. Your bear. I got him from Gramps and I finally got him back from the train while we were in Rower. Anyway, I forgot I hadn't put him somewhere nice yet, so I went straight to the nap room to plop him down there. Oh, okay. Alright. Thanks, Milliam. I can't confirm that. I don't remember where she was on the map. Okay, let's move on to our next suspect. Didn't really mention anyone, so let's see these two. Can you tell us what you're doing, Laura? I can, though I'm afraid there's not really much to tell. After everyone dispersed, I chose to remain behind on the bridge, observing the crew at work. Was she? I think she was. Oh, really? There's not really any point inquiring further then. Thanks, Laura. Alright, let's ask someone else then. Can you tell us how you spent your time, Emma? Well, actually, I was with Fee the entire time. You were? Yep, she was. Celine was there too. They were both nearby when the lights went out too, so I'd have a hard time believing it's Emma. Right, he's got no reason to lie, but we are dealing with Bee here, so we can't be 100% certain he isn't Emma. So, what were you doing together then? Well, first we went to the reference room so I could investigate something. After that, we went to the kitchen. So I'll check out Fee? Yep, all of it. Okay then, thanks, Emma. Right now, the lead suspect is Gaius, based on the testimony. Still, just asking everyone individually may not be enough to prove anything. Someone could be lying. We got a point. Might be good to get info about what people were doing from someone other than themselves. Maybe we could ask everyone if they saw anyone else. Oh, now that you mention it, that's a good idea. Well, okay, so Machias and Elliot saw each other, so it could be Elliot because he wasn't. So he probably wouldn't know about seeing someone else at the earlier time frame, correct? So So if they saw someone else and they were aware of that, then they probably couldn't be the other one. It would also be very weird that they were together and someone else managed to snatch them up and replace them just like that. So I'm gonna assume those probably aren't the case. So maybe Gaius, probably not Gaius, because probably wouldn't known about seeing Eustace. Elliot and Machias seem off the hook for that too. Elisa was with Milliam earlier, so that's decent too. Shoot, they all have alibis in that logic. Crap. Thanks for the tip fee. That's what assistants do. True enough. In that case. Okay, man, this is in depth. Let me take a drink of water real quick. You said you went down to the factory area with Machias, right? Then you went to the arch training room. Did you happen to spot anyone besides Machias during all of that? Oh, actually I did. On the way to the arch training room, I passed Eustace and Gaius together and said hi to them. Oh, right. Might as well take this opportunity to answer for myself. I saw no other than Elliot, and those I've already specified I met. As for me, I saw Elisa sitting alone at one of the tables on the 3rd floor when I went down there. Assuming everything we heard earlier is true. I must have been there after Milliam left and before Princess Alphen arrived. Oh, right. That gets a few people out of the way then. Okay, let's ask the next person. Okay, good. So it just checks the boxes off. You met with Elliot and Eustace, right? Did you happen to spot anyone else while you were going about your business? I did, actually. I noticed Emma and Fee as I entered the game room. Must have been there while they were headed to the kitchen area. So you saw Emma and Fee entering the kitchen. Got it. Haha. I didn't realize anyone had seen us going there. Same, I must have let my guard down. There's no need to feel bad about that. You're just walking around the nonsense, not infiltrating a secret base. That was actually sort of a suspicious one, eh? You said you sat and talked to Milliam for a while before she left, and later you were invited to the royal room, right? That's right, yeah. Other than that, I did see Gaius pass through after Milliam left. That must have been when he decided on his way to the front deck to enjoy the wind or whatever. That's all. I didn't see anyone else. Alright, thanks. I really like this quest. This is a really good quest. It's really interesting. It's making me think a lot more than the game tends to, because the game doesn't have that big of a mystery element, and this is like straight mystery. You said you stayed on the bridge after everyone else left, right, Laura? Indeed, and of course, if I saw none of the other classmates after that, nor did they see me. Fair enough. Yeah, not much we can do about that. I mean, Laura... I'm pretty sure she was on the bridge. She certainly has the most suspect of testimonies, because no one else can corroborate her story. Emma, you went to the reference room, then to your, then to the kitchen, right? And Fee was with you the whole time, right? You didn't see anyone else while you were wandering around, did you? You can answer this one, right? Of course, well, we did, yeah. While we were on our way to the kitchen, we saw Eustace enter the game room. We didn't see anyone else, though. Did you see Eustace, Fee? Yep. That's a relief. Just knowing that isn't conclusive proof that Blanc isn't masquerading as Emma, but oh well. They seem to be suggesting it's Emma just in the text, but So after you finished talking to Elisa, you went to the nap room, right, Milliam? Did you see anyone else other than Elisa during all of this? Nope, not a soul. Now, I just wish I stayed there, though. I'd have gotten invited to see Princess Alphen, too. Well, never mind that for now. Well, I think that's all we're gonna get. Well, we asked everyone here what they did, and if they saw anyone else, and if anyone else saw anyone else while they were doing it. Want to go over all of it again? Yeah, let's do that. First, the places where everyone started out were, if I remember correctly, Elliot and Machias were at the Orbital Factory on the 1st floor. Eustace and Gaius were in the close combat training room on the 4th floor. Elisa and Milliam were at one of the tables in the 3rd floor hallway. Finally, Emma and I were in the reference room on the 2nd floor. Aside from Laura, who has no alibi, all of them were in groups of 2. true, it means everything you just listed is likely to be genuine. If everyone has that does make Laura suspicious, doesn't it? That would make... it seems like they're suggesting Laura or Emma. Because Laura has no alibi, they keep making little offhand comments about Emma. So logically, if people were together and the consistency held up with that, assuming like the order I did it didn't matter, assuming the order I it didn't matter and they didn't just like hear someone else, oh, I was with so and so, it's like, oh yes, now I can say I know that. Oh. Assuming that's the case, then being together means that shouldn't be something Blue Bonk would know, and that's the thing that they wouldn't know. So he can't pretend to have known that. So that suggests Laura, at the very least. As for what they did afterwards, though, we'll go over that now. Elliot left the Orbital Factory before Magi's did, and then went to the arts training room alone. On the way there, he also met Gaius and Eustace. Yeah, it's also hard to know what people saw, too. Yep. After that, Gaius says he went to the deck on the 3rd floor. And Eustace went to the game room on the 2nd floor. That's right, and on my way there, I saw Lisa alone in the 3rd floor hallway. That means I must have already left for the net room by then. Yep. Next up is Machias. About 30 minutes after Elliot left the factory room, he finished his business there as well and heads to the game room. It does seem to match with my own experience, seeing as though I was in the room alone for some time before he arrived. Yep. Then, as I was walking to the game room, I noticed Emma and Fee walking into the kitchen. As for Emma and Fee themselves, we started out in the reference room as I mentioned earlier, but eventually moved on to the kitchen. I can't exactly remember how long we spent in the reference room though. But as we left and were on our way to the kitchen, we saw Eustace heading into the game room. Wait. That seems inconsistent, doesn't it? It's like they seem to... like a 30-minute difference. Eustace was in there for a while, and on their way over there, they saw... Wait, okay. That's 100% definitely inconsistent. Eustace was in the game room for a while, like 30 minutes extra or whatever. They head over to the kitchen, they said they saw Eustace heading in. At the same time, Machias was able to see them both. So the people who saw stuff would have been Fee and Emma. Meaning, if Fee's not it, then the thing about seeing Eustace has to be accurate. Which means... Machias? Well, that's everyone. Any idea who's our guilty party, Ring? Yeah, I've got a good idea now. You do? You're so cool sometimes, Reen. Could you share your idea with us, then? Probably the one who's actually Phantom Thief B in disguise, none other than... I hope I don't get this wrong. You, Machias. Wait, why me? What's your evidence? Well, Maki said that he saw you and Emma enter the kitchen area, right? But if he did, where does that leave Emma's testimony? I mean, the fact that she saw Eustace enter the game room, and Fee corroborated that, so you can't be two people lying about that. I mean, the fact that she saw Eustace enter the game room. That's right, the two testimonies are at odds with each other. After all, Eustace said that Machias came to the game room roughly 30 minutes after he himself arrived, right? That's correct. Which means... exactly, there's no way Machias could have seen Emma and Fee when he claims he did. That's just not possible. Well, you say that. What if Emma's who's in the wrong? True that our testimonies contradict each other, yes, but why assume mine is more suspect? Because Emma wasn't the only one who saw Eustace, I did too. Which makes you our number one suspect. Indubitably, my dear Fee, the doppelganger right in our midst, none other than Machias, I'm sure of it. The game is up, Phantom Thief B, show yourself.
Well reasoned, my friends. A fine deduction, if I say so myself. You are correct. I am Phantom Thief B.
I am impressed that you were able to take him while he was with Eustace, at the very least. You must be using, like, magic or some shit to do that. I can scarcely believe my eyes. You got us good. I'm impressed you were able to discern the truth from picking up on such a small inconsistency. Perhaps I extended too generous a hand in helping you along after all. Helping us along? So your suspicious testimony was deliberate then? Spares your cape fluttering theatrics and just tells Ramaki says the game is over. Haha, such a lively rejoinder. All I shall say is the narrow storehouse.
But adieu, ladies and gentlemen. I look forward to meeting you again on a new stage one day.
Ha. Oh, how does he do that? We need to learn that. That would be great for us all to learn. Never mind that now. We need to rescue Machias. At least he didn't make the clue all hard and stuff. Yeah, I suppose. It was pretty obvious by the end there, honestly. I mean, it wasn't that difficult, honestly. Yeah, I can't think of anything. Yeah, I can't think of anywhere other than the store. Oh, you're talking. Oh, you're talking about where he was. Okay, I thought you were talking about the clue for figuring out the other thing, who he was. Yeah, I can't think of anywhere other than the storeroom on the 3rd floor that would fit that description. Let's go dig him out, I guess. I hope he's like in a box. That'd be funny. Just like muffled. You fucking bastard, you stupid nobles. Can I get an accessory that has him like gagged up like that? Ouch. I only wish I could have been there when you were captured, just to see the look on your face. Weren't you technically? Weren't you? Haha, you look a little bit tied up, Machias. Stop gawking and untie me. Machias saved everyone else set about trying to find Phantom Thief B. Unsurprisingly, he was nowhere to be found. Still, they had at least managed to avoid any harm from his antics, so for the most part, all was well that ended well. Well. Oh, okay. Got his cape. AP increased by 2. I'm guessing that's from getting it right in the first try.